Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. on the inside handoff. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. Then it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. But he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On the option is Allen. He gives it up. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Falcons will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 43-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Now Allen. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time about where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
He was brought down at the 26. Brings up second down.
To throw, it's Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws it in.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes through.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, Hill. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Sanders on for the field goal of 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons 6-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Justin Tucker is out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And that's caught inside the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen now on first down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but unfortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter. And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Down, here's Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. While no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. bounces down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
and they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Number 25. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons are starting to pour it on
to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Colts. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Allen will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Allen. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. offense come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
He's got his man on the crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Touchdown! Quez Watkins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. But let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 35-yard line. Boy, 175 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Falcons.
On 1st, they'll go back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Cup. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tight game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.